10 years of marriage. 2 beautiful boys. The perfect life. Then her phone buzzed with a message that would destroy everything she thought she knew. She had everything she'd ever dreamed of. A loving husband who kissed her goodbye each morning. 2 sons who filled their home with laughter. A life built on trust and love. The first text came on an ordinary Tuesday. "You're lazy. You're a terrible mother." From her husband's number. Her hand shook as she read it again. And again. By day, cruel messages flooded her phone. By evening, he'd walk through the door asking about dinner, playing with the kids. Like 2 different people lived in his body. Lazy became useless. Terrible mother became worthless wife. No one else would want you. Each message carved deeper into her soul. When she finally confronted him, something unexpected happened. He didn't get angry. He didn't make excuses. He looked genuinely confused. "What messages?" he asked. And she almost believed him. But what happened next changed everything. He claimed he'd lost his phone at work. Got a replacement. Same number, different device. It sounded plausible. Almost. If only the messages would stop. She started questioning everything. Her memory. Her sanity. Her reality. What if she was losing her mind? What if he really wasn't sending them? After weeks of torment, she snapped. Showed him every cruel message at once. "If you hate me this much, just say it to my face." But his reaction wasn't what she expected. She packed their clothes in silence. 2 little boys asking why mommy was crying. Why were they going to grandma's? Some questions don't have safe answers. Even at her parents' house, the messages continued. Same number. Same venom. But now they had a new target, her pathetic decision to run home to mommy. But here's what kept her awake at night. How do you explain to a 7-year-old why daddy's messages make mommy cry? Some battles aren't worth the collateral damage to innocent hearts. Then came the revelation about WhatsApp. Multiple devices. Same account. Suddenly, the impossible became terrifyingly possible. Someone else could be puppet mastering her husband's digital identity. The insults weren't enough anymore. Now came threats. Promises that she'd regret leaving. The digital stalking had found a darker gear, and sleep became a distant memory. Finally, she fired back, "If the messages don't stop, I'm going to the police." It was her line in the digital sand. Her declaration of war against the invisible tormentor. Reddit, naturally, had opinions. She was called a liar, an attention seeker, naive. Because nothing says helpful advice like kicking someone when they're already questioning their sanity. But what happened next changed everything. The police station felt like crossing a Rubicon. Once you file that report, there's no going back to pretending everything's normal. But normal had left the building months ago. The police gave her an address. A location where the phantom phone was hiding. And that address, she knew it. Had been there. Had shared wine and laughter there. The betrayal had an address. The house belonged to his coworker. Someone she'd considered a friend. Someone who'd sat in her kitchen, played with her children, smiled in her face. The enemy had been hiding in plain sight. When she confronted him, his shock seemed genuine. But then came the confession that shattered everything. The coworker wasn't just a coworker. She was his affair partner. For over a year. His explanation was paper thin. Maybe she took it from work. Really? That's the best he could do. But those messages, they knew things. Intimate details about their lives, their routines. Things only someone very close would know. She was done accepting excuses. Done playing along. "I need the real answer," she said. Now. The words hit like a physical blow. The coworker wasn't just a coworker. She'd been having an affair with her husband. For over a year. A year. 12 months of lies. 12 months of this woman sitting in her home, smiling at her face, knowing her secrets. The scheme was diabolically simple. 2 phones, 1 account. His lost phone stayed logged in, sending poison while staying invisible on his new device. Some things, once broken, can never be repaired. 10 years of marriage, reduced to ashes by months of calculated cruelty. At her parents' house, watching her boys play, she felt something she hadn't in months. Not happiness, not yet. But possibility.